Alright guys, today I'm going to be showing you the best settings for performance in Chapter 6. So window mode, you want to set this to full screen. Full screen basically means you can't change tabs as easily, but it has more focus on this mode. Resolution, this is basically the quality of your game, but you don't want to set this higher than your monitor's resolution. I just have it on 1920 by 1080, so that's 1080p. I have a 1080p monitor.
Nice.
And the next one, VSync. You want to have this off. When it's on, it reduces screen tearing, but it also adds latency to your game. So you want to make sure this is turned off. Capping your FPS in Fortnite makes the game feel so much smoother and more consistent, especially if you set it just below your monitor's refresh rate. It lowers input delay, reduces stutters, and helps keep your PC cool. Uncapped FPS might feel fast, but your PC is working at full power non-stop. So when big fights with some textures need to load in, your game might stutter or drop frames. By capping your game at just the right amount, you will have enough extra room to render things in, and your game will still feel smooth. Rendering mode, you actually want to have this on DirectX 12. Performance keeps your performance higher, but it can have some spikes where the performance is bad. DirectX 12 doesn't have as many spikes and it has more customization options, so stay with DirectX 12. The graphics don't really matter. You can use mine. A lot of pros use these same settings as me, the same colorblind settings such as clicks, but yeah, that doesn't really matter. Don't worry about quality presets and stuff like that. Anti-aliasing smooths out jagged edges on objects and makes the visuals look cleaner and less pixelated. 3D resolution changes the sharpness of the in-game graphics and changes how detailed the world is rendered. This won't affect it too much, just keep it at 100. Dynamic 3D resolution, turn this off. Nanite virtualized geometry, turn this off. Shadows, turn it off. Global illumination, off. Reflections, off. View distance, this won't affect it too much. You can have it near or medium. It just makes it so you can see like builds further and things render. Textures low, effects low, processing low. By the way, you want to make sure you have GPU crash debugging turned off. Report performance stats turned off. But if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you want to put reflex low latency to on plus boost. And I have show FPS on, so you can see the performance increase. If you're on a really low end PC, there are some things you can do to boost that even further. So head over to the audio tab and you want to set your sound quality to low. This won't affect your game too much, but it will give it a tiny boost. You want to turn 3D headphones off, only if you don't have proper headphones though. Subtitles, you want to copy my settings. Subtitles off, text size extra small, text color white, so on. Go down to visualize sound effect. I recommend keeping this on, even though it will give you a tiny boost, but it's only going to be like frame parts.
What do you mean by that?
Go over to the game tab. You want to go down to the replay section. You want to turn all the replay settings off, unless you have a really good PC, because that's just recording your game in the background. You want to turn all these off, and you want to make sure that energy saving is never. You want to make sure all the energy saving options are off. And that's how you'll be able to have the best performance in Fortnite in Chapter 6.